So we'll continue off adding our bolts in. So our M3 by 20, I'm going to drag it in. So we'll need a pair of these on the left hand side. And when we place this one, assemble, joint, we're going to choose that face there, or that edge. And you'll want to adjust your camera angle so we can select the inside face here. So when that's going to be pushed all the way through, that's where we'll be sitting. You'll notice that there is a very slight gap between the two of them. And that little tiny gap is there so that if the grip just shrinks a little bit during printing, then we don't have to drip it out or sand it to allow it to fit. So just allows for that just a very tiny little bit of movement printing. All right, so assemble, joint, that edge there, that edge there. Okay. Now we'll bring the M3 nut in. And you can occasionally get some alignment issues with polygons. In this case, it should be fine. So we turn this up 90 degrees, okay. And we go assemble, joint. It really doesn't matter which way you put this in because it is sort of the same on both sides. So rotate this around until I can see that top hole. Hit flip so it faces the right direction. Okay. As I said, sometimes you get alignment issues with polygons, and especially given that this polygon is very slightly bigger than this one. But in this case, because we've set this to be vertical, it just all sits together quite nicely. So that last nut will come in. And assemble, joint. Adjust your camera angle very slightly so we can see that one. Place that one in. And okay. So that's all the nuts and bolts for that left-hand side. And we're good to mirror all of these across the other side. And I've just actually noticed I haven't renamed my right-hand grips, so I will do that now. When you mirror across the other side, it will just duplicate the name and add a number after it. So right grip front and back. Okay, so we're going to send all of these bolts across the other side. Now it's worth noting that none of the joints will be mirrored across the other side. So all the components will be, but the joints technically won't be. So create, mirror. We're going to mirror components in this case. And this one is much easier to select from here on the side. So you should be able to hold down Shift and select bottom one, so it's going to mirror all the bolts, all the nuts. I'll choose the mirror plane, and OK. As I said, these are all jointed, all the bolts and nuts on this side, and all the nuts and bolts on this side are not. So if I were to grab this one, drag it, it will move. So technically I would have to go through and do all my joints on the other side. You can also just pin them, and it's not great practice, but you can just pin them into place. So select them all, hit pin, they shouldn't move around on you. It's not great practice in terms of if we were to change elements, they may not align with the holes that they're supposed to. But for our process, it's probably not worth our time going through and adding joints for every single one of these. So pinning them is satisfactory for our application. Now, these joints which show up, they can be kind of annoying to look at. It's handy to know that there is a joint on there, but you can turn that on and off using that icon there where it says relationships. That just turns them on and off. So if you don't want to see them, hit that one. It is kind of handy when you're putting them on to know that they're applied. And if you've got one wrong, you can always click on that. You can delete it out, and then you can redo your joint. All right. Last thing I will do in this video is we'll add our hub. So our quick release hub. Quick release fitting. So I'm going to drag that one in. Now, just happens to be almost perfectly aligned for my application. Yours might need rotating depending on which surface or which angle you've designed and built it on. In this case, I'm going to use, rather than my threaded hole, I'm going to use one of these to align it. So assemble, joint, choose this face here, and it's going to align with this one here. And that is all we need to do. It is worth noting, and this can affect things later on, that all your bolts and your quick release fitting are all components. And all the wheel and the grips and the plates, all the acrylic and all the 3D printed elements, they're currently all bodies. I prefer to leave them all bodies until the very last minute and then change them over to components. I find them much easier to work with as bodies. In terms of editing things, components, we can edit components. If I wanted to edit the quick release fitting, I can edit it in place. If I wanted to work on something specifically, you can, but it just is nicer to work with in the body environment than a component. So anything you've made, even though that if I open up that quick release fitting, they are two bodies. When you bring it into another model, they come in as a component. Those two bodies are still in here. The cover and the QR quick release stub, but that is worth mentioning because sometimes we need them to all be components, and sometimes it's just nicer to work with bodies.